Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome back to the Long Dark story mode. As I had a sip of my coffee, I'm like, oh, it's still in my throat a little bit. I have been informed that I'm not the only one, quite far from the only one apparently, that got stuck in the same part that I did, because they changed... Oh.
Blew that tree clean over.
Oh, okay, I gotta do all that again. Yeah, I know. Whoa. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not the only one that ended up having to deal with that issue, because apparently they changed how tea is made, which is something that I wasn't aware of, and I'm glad I'm not the only one that had that issue. So we'll be making that work and hopefully fixing it. Did I just... I guess that the game doesn't properly save? That's really strange. Okay. This carcass could save your life. That's fine. Just go ahead and... We're just gonna take all the meat he's got, homie. We're gonna take all the meat he's got. We'll just go through this little area again. But apparently you have to prepare the tea differently now. And that's something that all veterans of the Long Dark are not necessarily used to. Which is good to know, because I definitely wasn't used to it. Let's see. I need to... I don't think I could put this on, but I'm gonna try. Oh, no, I can put it on. I couldn't put it on before, but I can now. It's frozen, which is fine, I guess. And then we're going to have to... This stupid freaking cutscene again, which I hope we don't have to actually watch. I hope I could skip. And...
Locked.
Well, it's not my problem. Yep, we're going to have to go through it again. All right, we're going to just skip that.
Whoever's in this case, Asprid was ready to die for.
Yes, she was.
I hope she hasn't already died.
Well, she may have. We'll see. I just want to get to the next part. Okay, we gotta go eat, right? Got it. I think my fire ended up breaking down. That's fine. We're gonna, while we have time, break up as much as we can as far as wood is concerned and use as much of it as we can. We may as well. Gotta be careful of my health, though. I assume, though the game may, you know, be in quote-unquote tutorial mode, I fully expect the game to still kill you if you're not paying close enough attention to it. Nothing in that one. In that one we're good. I know these have a few of these have things in them, as we learned last episode. We may use accelerant here. I'm not entirely certain yet. The reason I may use it is because our health is a little on the low side. Can I not? Alright, I already got that. Okay. We're gonna use this. I'm gonna have to break up some of that stuff. So let's go into our inventory real quick. Let's grab newspaper. Harvest. I think we have water. I think we're good on the water. But let's go ahead and tear up what we can. We're slowly dying is the problem. From hunger. Don't want to eat the raw food if I don't have to, though. 19 minutes. Why don't we pop the accelerant in there? The accelerant literally just doesn't speed things up. It just increases it to 100% chance of success instead of speeding things up. It's not what I needed. Okay. I basically was going to try and speed it up, but as long as we don't die, we'll be fine. Yeah. Did we already do the whole, like, make a fire for 8 hours, or did that get reset as well? I forgot that the game only saves on sleeping from and I figure I shouldn't remember. I shouldn't be forgetting that since I do it all the time. But hey, you know, that's just how my brain works. Yes, of course it worked. Let's go ahead and add some fire. Now let's cook some meat, and we'll go ahead and devour it pretty quickly so I can stop losing health and dying. So let's go ahead and eat this cooked food. That gave us very little because there was basically nothing in it. But it is going to stave off our health plummeting until we need to drink. I have water, right? I do. Barely, but I do. Okay. We're going to have to melt some water. Let's just do 0.2 gallons to make sure that we have enough time to melt it and drink it. I'm actually surprised how constrained for time we are, just by making sure that we explored a little bit more thoroughly. Let's go ahead and drink. We might do more in a bit, but for now, let's keep adding some, and we'll cook up the last of the food. Our clothes are probably getting wet now and drying, but we're not dying anymore, so that's key. Okay. We'll go 0.2 more gallons. And we'll boil it. Just setting up for success, that's all. Eat. And eat. Okay. Now we need to try and climb out, right? Yep. Alright, cool. This is where we left off, so we're going to try and climb out, we're going to fail, and then we're going to have to make some tea to heal our sprained ankle. We'll see if we can make it work. We have to prepare it, though. That's the comment. I thank you to the commenter who said, hey, you have to prepare things now, because I made it a lot easier instead of having to, like, do some research and trying to figure out, like, what I'm supposed to do. And maybe I'm just dumb. It is very possible. Dude, you scream too much for how far you fucking fell, but I'm used to that by now. Craft tea, rose hips into preparation that can be boiled in water. So again, it does say it right here, but it's not specific, I guess. Okay. Am I dead? Day 5. What? Did this happen last time?
I feel stronger today.
Well, that's good, but what the hell happened?
I can climb out of here now.
Huh? What you know can save you. As you learn things about the world, either through your actions or through interacting with people, you unlock knowledge about people, places, things, and actions. Okay. Deeper knowledge can be revealed when you gain the trust of other survivors you meet. This knowledge is tracked in your journal for future reference. But wait, what the hell? Did it heal me? It actually healed me. I don't understand how that happened. Can anybody explain what the hell happened? And why all of a sudden I don't need, like, I didn't need to make the tea? I don't get it. What the okay, game. Sounds good. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get out. See if I'll just climb. I'm excited to meet some NPCs. We all look like clowns. I know it's the art style of the game. I'm not trying to insult the developers. It's hilarious.
Only one way to go.
Yeah. I don't understand what happened there, man. That had to have been a bug, or they changed something between yesterday and today. Yeah, we're just gonna make it this time. Okay. Relax. You're gonna be alright. I'm gonna grab the rose hips. I might as well. Alright, going up again. I do love the new animations. I do love that there's arms, and when he was like looting the deer, there's the animation from stabbing it with this like makeshift knife, even though that thing would not be good enough to carve any meat off of it. But I'm super pumped to see that. It's a level of polish that just wasn't there before, you know? And it's, you know what? It's gonna sound weird, even though I disagree with the change of how rose hips work or whatever. It's cool that there is a change, which means this patch did introduce new changes to the game. And I'm game for that. That's cool. I'm excited mostly to finish up single player and then go back into survival and pick up maybe where we left off, like I said, as long as the saves are compatible. And to see what's new, what's changed, and continue on.
Hope Astrid's not in there.
You don't sound too fucking worried about it, I'm just gonna say.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Where and why?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh shit, they were married.
Yeah, I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
I'll never forgive the day you told me I cannot be married to a
Or
clown
mine too.
and divorced me.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
I like the parts where you weren't a clown.
Look, I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure?
She looks normal compared to
This
him,
all
just
seems
saying.
pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher, Doctor? What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor. That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie.
Except for the
Plenty of
clown
things you
part.
could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
Yeah, remember we had crazy, uncontrollable, raw sex in the back? Good times.
I think about him all the time, you know?
Uh-oh. They had a son?
I know you do.
But I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not.
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to
Mackenzie,
say.
not now. There's.
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit. What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
And now the apocalypse hits.
Will?
As a voice actor, they might be both. I know they're both famous voice actors, but he is Commander Shepard. She might be the female Commander Shepard. I'm not entirely sure who the female voice actress is. Chapter 2, Echoes of Astrid.
Not sure which of us looks worse. Poor girl. This isn't how things were supposed to end.
This is getting much more survival-y, sandboxy. Looting things like that. This is starting to feel a little bit more familiar now. We're starting to freeze, though. We gotta be careful. But we got some new clothing, which is good. Also frozen, so why can't we wear it there? So put that on there. Gotta layer it, got it. Frozen socks, my favorite. Anything to loot over here? Astrid's body's nowhere to be found. Alright, well, let's keep moving then. I'll keep grabbing sticks. Could be useful. Is it me or does the game look a lot more bright and crisp? Ooh.
She definitely passed through here. Look at her.
Sprinting. Run for your life. Walking through the snow with a heavy pack can get tiring, but sometimes you just have to run. Escape wildlife, avoid weak ice, or get to shelter faster by sprinting. Keep in mind that sprinting uses up more calories than walking, and your sprint stamina is limited by how restrictive your clothing is. It takes a little while to recover sprint stamina. Use it wisely. That's fine. Am I about to be chased by like a wolf or a bear or something? What's my journal say? Search the area around the crash site and beyond. Alright. Easy enough. I'm gonna try not to be picking up too much else unless it's just straight food. Us getting cold is a problem. The fact that the weather is plummeting at triple, yeah, exactly, triple arrows. That's an issue. So we need to find shelter. Again, I'm not quite sure how handholdy the single player is gonna be, but my sandbox knowledge says find shelter and find it quickly. Aim true and you won't go hungry. You can pick up small stones and use them to stun rabbits, equip them, and throw, then hit a rabbit, then grab it while it's stunned. You can kill it, you can eat it. Yep. Gotcha. You want me to try and frickin' smack a rabbit? Alright, here we go. Hey, bunny. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Hey, bud. Sorry. Ugh, god, sorry. Frickin' 360, 180, 720 no scope. Hell yeah. Cattails, super useful. We can use that for food. Quick snacks if we need them. I'm not gonna grab too many rabbits because I know I'm gonna stank of meat, and I am a little concerned as to wildlife. But I feel like the game wants me to grab a couple here. Okay. No. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep moving. Old man's beard would be good for some medical purposes, and we can climb up here.
There must be a way to get up there.
Let's grab this. Yeah, the way to get up there is called climbing. First prepare it to be used as treatment. So I have to prepare it first. That's just gonna, seems like it's just gonna be a new thing where everything that's raw in the world, raw resources, I have to prepare first. I can't just like click on make bandage with old man's lichen. It adds just like a weird, I don't know if I want to call it unnecessary, but a weird extra step that is possibly unnecessary. We've seen no shelter. It's a deer that's been ripped up a bunch. I'm just gonna take the meat. Oh, nope, animation's gone now. No more stabbing. So that animation was just for the tutorial. All the budget on the tutorial animations, everybody. That's a shame. Okay, we're gonna have to crouch. Yep. That deer carcass was ravaged to hell, so I am expecting full-on wolves. Ooh, a cave. I'm a brand new player. This cave looks safe. Basically, what I'm thinking is if you're brand new, you're going to likely go into this cave, so I don't know how likely they are to throw in wolves in here. Let's hope. Unlikely? Improvise light source in the dark. You can craft torches out of available materials. Flares provide a one-off light source. Lances last longer. Use oil and blah, blah. Yeah. So we have to... And somebody's dead. We'll take that for now. That's a brand new model though, and that looks awesome. And a bedroll. Hey, restores lost condition and helps you recover from afflictions. You can rest in bed and find you open. Try that again. You can rest in beds you find as you explore the world. The bedroll allows you to rest whenever you like. Remember, the resting uses up calories, and the hours that pass make you hungry and thirsty. Resting also saves your game. Well, let's light this torch, shall we? Now we're talking. And we got a little bit of warmth going our way. So it looks like it is going to be sandboxy, which is good. I kind of want to warm up before I go out there. Another torch. And there's two options to choose from. Let's go the other way. I want to explore, basically, is what I'm thinking here. Exactly. Burned out campfire. Perfect. This is where I'm going to take some time here. Maybe rest up. Cook what we've got. Lost in the storm. A letter found in a discarded backpack in a cave. Read text. I left at the others, but the storm turned bad and I couldn't keep up. Some turned back to see if they could wait it out in the old church. I kept going, but I think I took a wrong turn. I'll backtrack in the morning and see if I can find their trail. Letter signed Alice. I like it. We'll take it. A little haunting, which I prefer, which I appreciate. Start with the. We can use the torch. We'll use a tinder plug. I guess we're just gonna use the other torch as fuel. How about just a stick? It looks like we're gonna really have to take our time and try and make sure we save it when we can, because I think the rules of sandbox just purely apply here. I think it's kind of narrow in terms of exploration, but everything else is going to be the way the sandbox game works. So I'm cool with it. But I want to warm up. I want to beat this hypothermia. We'll rest. We'll dry our clothes maybe. Add some cedar wood and a few reclaimed. Let's put out the torch. And let's set up camp for now. We put that down. Let's cook what we've got. Moldy raw venison, which is unfortunate, but we do have a dead rabbit. We may have to prepare it, however. And a canned peaches. So we're gonna have to harvest this for pretty much everything it's got. So let's go ahead and do that. Hypothermia risk has been healed. How much time in the fire do we've got left? 36 minutes. We can now cook up our rabbit meat. We're gonna have to make some more water as well. We'll have plenty of time to do it, but I'm gonna eat and drink first, and then we'll smelt some water here. Let's drink. Let's eat. Perfect. Okay, let's get some more water going here. Yeah, we'll go 40.4. I know it doubles up the time, but we can add a little bit more fuel to last us a little longer. And hopefully this is actually melting up our clothes and drying them out and everything as well. So the sun is going to go down. Spending our time here may not be a bad idea. I mean, I want to save it regardless. So why don't we go and just pass an hour real quick, because this should save it for us. And we'll wrap up this episode here. Say thank you all so much for watching. Story mode is enjoyable so far. Hope you guys are enjoying it. We'll pick up next time. And maybe we'll meet some NPCs. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.